As a leader, maybe you need to have patience because young generation right now, they don't have any patience at all.
Layhang, thank you for joining us on Rising Giants today. We are super excited to have you on the show. You are the co-founder and chief growth and marketing officer at KrupKrong, and as well as the co-founder and CGO at Azura. Thank you very much for joining us. And how are you doing today?
I'm good, Dom. Thank you so much for having me today.
Okay, great. Thank you. Usually how we like to kick off these interviews is just to ask you if you could share a little bit about your background and kind of, how you got involved into the media and advertising space in Cambodia.
Yep, thank you so much. And hi, everyone. I am Layheng Phan. Currently, I am a co-founder and chief growth and marketing officer at Azura and KrupKrong. Yep. Actually, it very coincident because I hold a bachelor degree in IT engineering and English for business, so it's not really related to marketing at all. But when I joined MediaLoad and Dream Team, like MediaLoad just planned to launch Dream Team, which is marketing agency. So our boss, which is Mr. Widget, he asked me to join his marketing team as a senior there. So I have no plan at all to be in marketing, but from a girl who not only like sit down in the office, I like going out, like communication and talking with people a lot. That's why I decided to do it. So when I do it, I found my passion that maybe this journey is my journey to start my career in marketing.
Okay, great. Thank you. And at your time at both MediaLoad, at MediaLoad, you were the deputy head of marketing strategy. Did you have any experiences that you can look back on that kind of shaped and molded your journey so far in the sector?
There were many success stories there that I learned from, especially Dream Team. And also we have another one, which is we launched through ID Cambodia. So I was a product owner there as well. So working as a marketing manager and deputy head of marketing, we have opportunity to work with many major company in Cambodia, like a big company and any small company that they need agency like us. So we organize a successfully beauty pageant in Cambodia too. Like maybe some of you know that we have an event which is beauty pageant competition, and also a lit marketing initiative that we keep our client achieve their marketing goal and their marketing target as well. Also, one more thing, a successful story of being in Dream Team and MediaLoad, we collaborate with Aldi Entertainment that like we produce a premium Khmer box office film and also bring the international movie to Cambodia as well.
Oh, that's so exciting to hear, and I'm sure there are a lot more stories within that you can share that may be a whole nother podcast that we would have to go into.
Yeah.
But during your time, kind of joining this digital media landscape in the late 2010s, how has it changed over time, or how has it evolved in Cambodia over the past few years? Has it been a lot that's changed?
Yep, I would say social media dominant. Like we can say currently the population of us, like they like to watch a very short video from TikTok, and TikTok is more likely very popular right now. So also video consumption as well, which is we can see there are a lot of or many young content creator and young influencer that they can produce their video based on their sector. So many of them I can see the very potential in their field. especially in touch, general knowledge, tourism, and also another one which is still we need in-person marketing. I can say it like that because while digital media is thriving, like in-person marketing is also gaining traction. Like people still value face-to-face interaction to build trust and also preferring to engage with brands and business that beyond just to online presence.
Mm. And what would you say are some of the within you talk about the importance uh, of of having the in-person marketing and creating those relationships. What other unique challenges or opportunities exist in Cambodia's market for digital media companies today?
Um, there are many challenges as well, and during that time, we still can see the opportunity that we can solve that problem or challenges. So the first challenge is I would say a digital device for older generation, because when I start in touch or I start a business as well, we still can see like old generation they're not very familiar with touch, they're not familiar with social media. They don't even find it very important for today life or daily life. So they limit digital engagement across generation, and also the market demand as well. I still can see like different group, different location or different demographic. They still have a very different preference, a very different need, that making it very challenge for us as an entrepreneur or us as the business owner. So also a trust issue in advertising as well. So right now on social media, many brand and service they can advertise on social media, but still it can be very difficult for consumer to find which one is very genuine and which one is can leading to trust concern, something like that.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh wow! So you would you say that there is today that there is a lot of I guess faulty advertising of products that you see um, that you know maybe the more branded, reputable companies would have to go and hire a digital marketing agency to to help make sure that they're sending these true, genuine messages versus something that another company or person that might be trying to create a scam.
Yeah, along the way, Dom, there are opportunity to face that challenge. We still
Mm.
can have a chance to solve those problems as well. So right now, as a young generation in technology, and also we very good in touch and marketing as well. We can find other solution that we can convince them to use it. As KrupKrong right now, we have courage or motivation to educate people to use it, even they don't see it very important right now for their business as well. So also the e-commerce market, also the one that we really want to launch or really want to persuade them like to use it, not just rely on social media, but in e-commerce they may have very good data and real-time data that they can collect those number and data for their future marketing on their business. Yes.
And that's a perfect segue into thinking about how KrubKrong is revolutionizing retail in Cambodia using cloud technology. So I think the first place to start there is what inspired the creation of KrubKrong and how does it address the specific needs of Cambodian retailers?
The inspiration behind of KrupKrong, we have a story from a person who just have a product that they can sell online. So I can say we have two story. The person that they sell online, they don't have many money to open a physical store, but actually they wish to have an e-commerce website for them, just to have the catalog for their customer. So because when people ask them on social media or messenger, they keep sending picture, they keep sending reply message, they keep sending or respond to their message all the time. But having catalog or having like they have image, they have description, they have whether they have stock or not, they have price. So actually customer don't need to spend time to us like online seller. So this is also one of the problem that we can see, and so we trying to include e-commerce website into KrupKrong, because KrupKrong is not just an e-commerce website. We are shop management system that manage both operational and online presence as well. So another story which is like SME, like micro, small, and medium enterprise, they don't have any money to spend on building one website for their business, because like developing one website, they need to spend at least $500 to $1,000 to build their own website. So with us, they don't need to spend it. They just spend only $20, and they can have the system that can manage their inventory, their stock, and they can sell online as well, not just rely on social media, but both data in physical store and data on e-commerce website. They can have it all to manage for each month. Yep.
Okay. And what inspired you to take the direction of going into the startup space and taking on that challenge? You know, you had a lot of great corporate experience and small team experience as well between, you know, Media Load, Dream Team, and True ID. So what made you decide to go and take that that dive into the entrepreneur pool?
This question I heard a lot. I quit a job, which is like a $1,000. Like we have I can say I have K salary also. So why did I decided to quit like my career and start a business? Because starting business, all the entrepreneurs know that it's very challenging in the first 2 or 3 years, that we need to face those challenges. We need to sacrifice a lot for, like, we putting all of our effort, all of our knowledge, all of our time into one business. But instead, I have a passion in like also in technology and also in entrepreneurship journey. I decided to, I see the problem. So there is no any person like trying to solve those problems. So if I don't do it now, so who can do it? So actually, from a young perspective generation like me, also like others people as well that they start in entrepreneurship, I can see me in the future to have a very truly wonderful. It's not just a successful one, but the one that really can bring impact to society, especially to Cambodia, because I still have the concern that people, they very afraid of starting something, like, because business owner is not about entrepreneur, like, you know, that we cannot compare, because business owner, we just sell, we just buy and sell it, but entrepreneur, we solve the problem for society, for people who face it. So solving the problem, it will impact to not only us. Maybe in the future I start any business to be a millionaire, I don't know, but right now solving the problem, maybe to solve my problem as well in the future, and also others people and society as well in Cambodia especially. Yes.
Yeah. And you know, talking about especially those that are maybe thinking about going and in that direction of becoming an entrepreneur or wanting to take that challenge on, what skills do you think are most crucial for this next generation of Cambodian entrepreneurs and business leaders that want to also follow in this direction with what you've currently experienced as a leader?
As a leader, maybe you need to have patience, because young generation right now, they don't have any patience at all. I would say
This is
that
so
because,
true.
yeah. When they face challenge, they said, "Okay, I give up. I do something else." So right now, even a business idea, they found a very good business idea, but they just start for like at least 3 months, and they said, "Okay, change it. It doesn't work at all."
It's what we call a hobbypreneur.
Yeah. So even my team as well. Even sometimes, even they start a career, it's not just like an entrepreneur journey. When they're working, they don't have any patience. Like, okay, we do this, we apply this strategy to reach the target, and they don't see the strategy is working, they change to another strategy, and when they don't see it's working again, they change to another. So this is one thing that I think young people right now, they should have experience in working first, instead of starting a business that they don't have any experience in, even a startup company or corporate company. Because from me, I had experience from startup company. I also have a chance to work with corporate companies, so I know how they operate the company and how they manage stuff. So right now, a young generation, they maybe they have a full potential of starting business. They don't need to have any experience at all or any foundation in working space. So I encourage, we need to work first before starting something. Yep. Because experience maybe, yeah. Go on.
Yeah, you're right, and it would, I think what you're about to get to as well is when you have that experience, it also gives you the opportunity to see what solutions you can create, or what problems you can find solutions to, whether that's in the larger corporate or whether that be in the startup world, right? So. And ultimately, like you said, you're solving for something that's not only your problem, but a problem that you can help solve for others in the future. And so that's a really exciting thought, and yeah, great advice to give to those to those next generation of leaders and entrepreneurs. So yeah, thanks for sharing that. Maybe diving a little bit into your current venture with KrupKrong. What do you see are some of the biggest challenges in developing and implementing a system like KrupKrong today?
The biggest challenges in developing KrupKrong, people trying to stop us of developing KrupKrong, because they may see it may not working at all in Cambodia. So people is very hard to convert their selling on social media to e-commerce. So also we tailor the uniqueness of needs of Cambodian retailer, because our target right now is retailer in Cambodia. It's a bit difficult to integrate a multi-function like inventory management, POS, sales tracking, and e-commerce into one platform. So right now we can say we are all in one solution, but it's not easy. We need to integrate ecosystem together into KrupKrong. So we need to ensure the case of use of KrupKrong to a digital skill to convince people trying to be familiar in using a complicated system, because I can say KrupKrong is a bit complicated system that they may use. So our target right now is also a tech savvy person, that they have a little bit familiar with technology, but if they don't have technology knowledge, they may find it very hard to use it. But still, in those challenge, we see the chance, we see the opportunity to, we need to convert those challenges into another opportunity that we find it very essential, like very important for business owner in the future. It's not now, because we keep telling our client and our customer that maybe it's not very effective for now, but in the future you can have your sales tracking, you can have your sales data, you can have a customer data. So selling on social media right now, they don't have any customer data at all, and they cannot even track a customer loyalty, that they can create any loyalty program for their customer. So convincing them here, some customer, they find it, it's very important, let me try it. So a few customer, they can see, it's growing. For past few months that they try using KrupKrong, they can see it very good tracking, very good performance. They keep using it. So here's also the challenge. We need to educate people. So from us as a co-founder and also a salesperson as well, I need to tell them that, when you start using it, you may need to have a plan or strategy on, like, you need to spend time or your effort to convince your customer to your e-commerce. So some some customer, they try to apply the strategy, but some still not yet. So it's our responsibility to convince them.
Great. And what would you say their biggest issues are with trying to even like accept that this could be valuable for their business?
Of course, in physical store, they find it hard to manage those operations. It's not just the operation, it's inventory and their staff as well. So when they sell in physical store, like they don't have only one staff. Actually, they have at least 2 or 3 staff. So sometimes they don't know that who is selling this product and who is selling those products. So in KrupKrong, we can track the staff as well. So it's like human resource management, but it's not a very detailed human resource management. It's just their time, their name, or the stuff in which shift that they sell some product in. In the morning or in the afternoon, something like that.
Yeah, the numbers don't lie. I was looking at some data yesterday, and in 2020, the e-commerce revenue in Cambodia was 800 million, and this year it's going to hit 1.4 billion, and by 2025, 1.8 billion. So, like, $1 billion in growth in 5 years. So I think there's, it is happening, even if people if people don't want to. If they don't want to adopt, they might get left behind. Right?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of categories are adopting for this, like cosmetics, fashion. What do most of your clients look like? Are they in those kinds of categories, or what are you seeing the highest rates of adoption?
The highest rate right now is cosmetic. Like cosmetic is very growing right now. So people are trying to buy in cosmetic, but I can say my customer is very knowledgeable in technology and in marketing as well. They really can fully convert their customer into e-commerce, and the tracking each day is around at least 1,000 package that they can deliver to their customer. So this is working. So even 20 or 80%, they don't find it's working, but still like 10 or 20% that they can find it working.
Yeah. Okay. And for some people that are listening in, they probably don't fully understand exactly what you do and what your USP is. So would it be fair to say that you're sort of similar to a Shopify, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Shopify does tens of billions in revenue a year, and it's I think recently become quite a profitable company and like the largest player in this kind of space. For if you're a brand and you want to sell online quickly and just create that setup. Do they operate in Cambodia? Do you think they'll come in at some point? How are you going to able to differentiate yourself for like a big player like that?
Yeah.
Right?
I don't bring KrupKrong to compete with Shopify, actually, but I have some customer from Shopify. They convert their Shopify account to KrupKrong account. Why? Our uniqueness is Shopify. They don't have any integration with bank in Cambodia right now, but with KrupKrong, we already collaborate with bank, which is ABA. We already integrate API with them. So if in Cambodia right now, business owner in Cambodia, they have Shopify account, that customer can go through a catalog, but they cannot buy it there because they don't have any integration, as I mentioned. So with KrupKrong, we already have the integration. That's why we can steer some customer from Shopify to KrupKrong. Yep.
That makes sense. I mean, it reminds us we're doing a podcast this week with this company called Better HR, and they also sort of similar with that, like their payroll solution integrates with lots of banks, and some of these global payroll solutions just don't, so they haven't localized to have those connections. But I think the other big thing that we see, at least, on why you have like an edge is also this like customer service, right? And for someone like Shopify, even once, let's say in 2 years' time they get an integration with ABA, right? It might happen.
Yeah.
But what they won't probably be doing is having a big team on the ground. They probably won't have support in Khmer.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They won't be on Telegram.
Correct.
And things like that. So I think that's also a big edge. Like how much time do you devote to like servicing your customers beyond just like giving them access to the product?
Only a day in accessing to those data into our system, because we got at explaining in Khmer, because like our SME right now, they don't very familiar with English languages, so in Khmer it's very good for them that we need to explain. So as you mentioned, we have ecosystem as well, which is we collaborate with delivery like Chalat, Reksa, and also localized accounting system that they can manage their financial data or any information from that. And yes, I can see it's very potential right now. So we have a big team. We have a very expert team. I would say even we are at the young age, but still we can guarantee that it's very good for SME to start with us.
Okay. And so maybe just tell us a bit more about your team. Like, it is quite rare that you have 4 co-founders, right? In Cambodia, we see normally the average is 1 to 2 co-founders. So how did you do that? That's quite that's quite unique. And what do all the co-founders having like how do they complement each other? Who does what?
This question comes from all the entrepreneurs that they know KrupKrong, and they ask, okay, how many co-founders do you have right now? I have 4. Why 4? But maybe some startup company they have only 2 or 3, but we have 4. So right now we need to focus. Like we have CEO, we have CTO, COO, and like me as a CGO and CMO as well. So currently, as a startup company, we don't have any financial stable. That's why someone need to focus on technology. The CTO need to be very expert in technology. That he need to sit down in the office 24 hours sometimes. And another one, which is CEO, he need to think about the feature that we need to develop. Because KrupKrong, it's not just here, only here. We need to develop any feature or any function or any, like, okay, when we found any problem, we need to include it into a KrupKrong, like a solution for our customer. And have me as a marketing and also sales as well. And also as a Crow officer, I need to find investment. Like I need to, okay, team, we need to have money. We have a revenue, but we don't have any profits right now. So to be stable in 1 or 2 years, we need to have money to still keep team on track. And another person, which is COO, he need to be good in operation, and the one that we call him as a mentor. Like he need to, because I can say he older than us, and us, like a young generation. Like I mentioned earlier, we don't have patience. For me and my CEO, I don't have patience at all. I like, okay, if customer request this, I want to do this for them. If customer request this, I want to do that for them. But my COO, he said that go with our vision first. Go to our destination. It's not just very flexible in any situation that we can like do whatever our customer requests. Because some customer, they request some more feature or any customized feature. So sometimes we don't need to apply it for them. We just need to, okay, you can use this because it's very important for you. We need to find any strategy to convince them instead of like adding any feature more for them. So COO stand for a vision and a mission person that they need to keep track of management team, don't go any beyond of the destination or our goal. Yeah.
It's interesting what you said on like you get this reaction from some co-founders who only have 2 and they think, oh, 4 must be so complicated. I would definitely be on your side of that because I think one of the unique things in this book behind you that we really like called 0 to 1, the big thing that they always say is like, oh, when you've got your first 10, 20 employees, you can motivate them with equity. And in the US and the UK, like that works, right? You're like, oh, I'm going to have stock options. I'm probably going to IPO at some point, and it kind of makes sense to people. But here in Cambodia, no one really sees the value of having like those stock options as like an early employee in a company because there haven't been that many examples of it. So really it's like the co-founding team is like even more important because those are the people that are motivated by equity. Yeah. Because they understand that it's worth something because they decided to start the business. So I think that's great that you've got 4 co-founders and they all seem to like have like complementing skill sets. So you joined and you've set this up in the last year. What's it been like getting your first 20 to 30 customers, and what's your kind of targets for the next year?
We need to break even at the end of this year, and at least 100 stores that we need to break the even. But I believe maybe we can reach to 200 stores because currently when we start launching KrupKrong in February 2024, people don't see it's very important at all for their business. But when we're trying to do a marketing, like, okay, we have this, we have that, we are unique, our uniqueness is here and our value proposition is here. What is the differences between KrupKrong and other like just POS system company, like just delivery company or like accounting company? But with KrupKrong, when they found it's very important, for the past few months, we can see a lot of people come to sign up with us. A lot of people come to try to test our KrupKrong system. So when they just test it in 7 days or 14 days, we give them for free, like free trial. They say, okay, it's really good for them to try it. This is very good system that they can track their operation in store and they sell online as well. So they start using it. So when our customer trying to do a marketing on their social media, to announce that they have e-commerce website, they use KrupKrong system, we can see people come from our customer instead of come from our direct marketing. Like, okay, we have 2 customers that they promote KrupKrong. So when other business owner, they see that their store are growing, so they come to use KrupKrong like them. So this is currently we trying to do indirect marketing instead of promoting just KrupKrong. We promoting our customer instead of KrupKrong. Yep.
And from your side, so you've been mostly responsible for like bringing on these your first round of customers. What is some of your most successful strategies with like actually trying to bring in customers? Do you make use of like marketing campaigns? Do you just reach out directly? Do you use LinkedIn? Do you go to events? What's your what's your go-to? What's worked for you?
Social media, I don't start with social media first. I start in press release, like PR, with all the news in Cambodia. So this is the very first strategy that I apply, and people just like open their eye. But why I can do that? Why I can collaborate with all the news in Cambodia? Because they can support me. So this kind of strategy, we need to build trust first before promoting our KrupKrong. What is our uniqueness? What is that? I don't want to do that. I just want them to know that KrupKrong is officially launched in Cambodia and you can trust us. So with all the new, like Supply New, BTV, TV5 or CC Time, they can trust us with that. So we got a lot of customer from that because they see me as a young girl and we can launch KrupKrong. So they said that, okay, we may go to support our young generation in technology, and also a very good system that, okay, just a small team that they can build that, they try it. So the first strategy that I try is PR, and the second strategy is it's not about very good promotion in social media. It's not very active in present, but instead we go to the event. We join in person marketing instead of online. Yep.
Okay. Great. And what would you say will be the biggest challenges, like from going from where you are now to hitting break even? What do you anticipate as being the most complicated hurdles to jump over?
The most complicated is we need more team. Actually, we need more support team, because right now when we have a lot of customer and we have only 2 support team right now, so and they need our support even at the weekend at night. So my support team may be a very first priority for us to do that, and also a sales team as well, because right now we don't really do direct sale. We waiting for customer to contact us, but instead we need another person to like sit down and find out how many SME in Cambodia and which category or which sector that we can go or we can contact them, like cosmetic, like even book, they sell book online or retailer. Yes.
And sorry, and how many people do you have at the company right now?
13.
Okay.
But most of them are tech people. Yep.
Okay. And what's it been like building a company culture, and how important is that to you? Like whether that's going and doing team building activities or going for meals together, things like that. Like how do you keep the team together?
This is a very good question that I need to consider as well. So we have certain people, but those certain people are very loyal to us. There is no you. They start with us since we start building KrupKrong. One day I asked them, what is your passion in KrupKrong and what is your vision with us? So they said that they believe in co-founder. They said that they believe in our co-founding team. they said that you have passion in that, you have patience, you have commitment, even you are at the young age, but still you treat an employee as a team, as a family member. And even we consider for share, some share to our employee as well. So they are not just an employee. If they work with us as a team, we will consider as a core team, so that those certain people, when we can convert them to the core team, we will reserve some share for them.
Okay, and your pricing model that you have is $20 a month, right?
Yeah.
How did you come to that? What was that? What was the kind of rationale behind like that kind of price point? And is that considered? Would you plan to increase it in the future or bring it down? What's your kind of view on that?
We can see we are SaaS system, and in Cambodia they don't believe that SaaS system are work, and SaaS system need to be very cheap. It's not expensive. They don't have to subscribe for $100 per month. So $20 per month, some customers still find it expensive. But in terms of technology, in terms of technical, it's not cheap. It's not expensive. It's very cheap for us. But we need to be flexible for our target customer. Our target customer, when they subscribe us, okay, you just spend based on the pricing model, based on the business model. This is not just our one business model. We have another business model as well. The revenue model, which is they can customize anytime that they want. So for enterprise, if they find KrupKrong not yet complete with their need, they can request for the customize. So we will add extra charge for them. Yep. So in the future, we also consider for adding another price as well. If maybe some customer need another feature of, for example, more feature A, feature B, feature C, we can consider to add it, and they can extra charge on them.
Yeah, that's great to have that dynamic product offering, and to have all this, to have the pricing tiered in that sense as well. So very excited to continue to see how KrupKrong grows over the following year, and and just in general with the growth of the e-commerce space in the country over the next couple of years too. Kind of shifting gears into the last section of our podcast. We like to ask a couple of questions that help try and get us to know a little bit more about who you are. And one of those questions would be, is there any piece of outdated tech, as you have been in the tech industry and advertising, digital media, has there been any outdated tech that you still love using secretly? Whether that be like a digital camera or maybe like a Polaroid camera or something along those lines.
I would say one of the most outdated pieces of tech I still loving right now is my small radio, because at a young age I trying to save money to buy it, because I'm the one who like listening to people problem, and they call to the MC that they have problem, and can you advise something, or can you solve my problem? So I buy a small radio of that. Maybe it's an old fashioned that comparing to the streaming device, but I enjoy it of turning into a local station at that time when I was young. Yep.
Oh, that's great. I just still have it today. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. And a very great story behind that too. If you could go back in time and give yourself, your younger self, one piece of advice that could have dramatically changed your journey, what would it be?
Maybe I would move faster than this. I still think I'm a bit late of starting my journey in entrepreneur. I wish when I had been in when I was in 17, and I realized that becoming an entrepreneur was the path to the future that I wished to. But at a young age, actually, I had nothing to lose at all. But yet, I still afraid of failure. And looking back, I have no regret at all of how I built my reputation. And I thought being cool. At that time, I thought being cool at the goal. But now I realize that it's not being cool. It's not. It's not about being cool. It's about being something truly wonderful. At this time. Yep.
Yeah, there is this romanticized thought of being an entrepreneur and a founder and all the glory and everything that comes with it, but really it's the hard work and dedication that goes into it to building a product or a service that ultimately helps make other people's lives easier. And that's the we have a couple of movies to thank for that, like like The Social Network. That's a movie on Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, right? That's they kind of romanticize it, yet also give the kind of like the dirty behind it too, more or less. Okay, cool. And our traditional closing question that we like to ask each of our guests is, what is the greatest piece of advice that you've ever been given?
One person, they told me one piece of advice that you have to master at one thing first before basic at everything. So currently, what I can see, everyone are so basic at everything. They can do everything instead of mastering one thing. And although, and also another one piece of advice that I've been got or I've been received, stay curious and stay humble. Actually, in the world, they are always changing, right? So staying curious or keep you like learning new thing along the way. So you don't close yourself out of growth or out of developing. But still, this advice can have me to stay adaptable and open to feedback, and also for a long-term success that we need to be humble and learn from everyone around.
Yeah, no, that's right. Staying humble and hungry to always to continue learning. That's a great way to end the podcast today. And Layheng, thank you so much for joining us on Rising Giants. It was awesome to get to know you better, to also discuss all the exciting work that you're doing over at KrupKrong. And yeah, looking forward to seeing the success of your business and speaking with you again soon.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dom and Mac. Thank you.